Just in my preparation, our staff does a really good job of preparing us for really any look that we can get, and our guys are bought in. I know that my guys are going to be out there, running their routes right, making plays out there, and it's my job to get them the ball. And I think everyone did a really good job today.
You guys got really creative, got deep into the playbook. What do you think of some of those trick plays that you guys ran?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have a one-off play that's going to, keep the defense honest, and, it's our job to execute those, and I think we did a really good job of that today. Obviously, you had the one Nevin to AJ, which was awesome. Just plays like that are huge for a team's momentum.
Took a pretty big hit there at the end of the game. You all right?
Wind knocked out. Just football.
Gary, first career interception for you. How did it feel?
Oh, it felt great. It felt great. We talk about creating explosives in our room every week, and we try to at least get 4 explosives in our room. So it was good to add 1 explosive to that
defense got hit a bit early with 10 points on the first 2 drives for you and I. What was that message to the defense that had you guys recover?
We just had to keep our composure. We've been in situations like that before. And then sometimes certain defenses can lose their head when they start to fall behind, stuff like that. We just was working on keeping our composure, calming everybody down. We knew that we was going to bounce back and that we could, put us in the right position.
Charles, the run game started off a bit slow. What was UNI's defense throwing at you that kind of threw you?
UNI, they're a very solid defense. They're very well coached and disciplined. So, they were doing a lot of movements, making our reads a little bit foggy. But, once we start getting our groove and understanding it's football, we're going to have to win in the trenches. We were able to get stuff going. But they're a really good defense.
How did you guys really get it rolling there in the second half?
Just toughen up and just making adjustments at halftime, doing what we had to do, and just going out there and playing our best ball.
It seemed like on that goal line stand, your defense offense kind of flipped a switch and went off for a tear. What's it like having a defense that can get those big stops in those situations?
I've said it so many times, and I'll keep saying it. Just the red zone defense, it just gives you so much confidence. A play will happen here and there, and it's same on offense. A bad play will happen, but our guys, they buckle down, and they're one of the best defenses I've seen, and it's awesome. It's awesome to have them part of our team, and give us confidence out there.
And then Dennis, on the flip side, having an offense that can put up 40 a game consistently, how does that feel? Kind of boost your guys' play?
It feels great, knowing our offense can create explosives, just bring the energy to the team and to all of us on the field. We just all play together and trust each other.
Dennis, what's to say about you guys? The defense came up with a number of stops on 3rd and 4th down, 3rd and 4th and short. What's to say about the guys up front that they really made a push there?
Man, I love those big guys, But Blake Holden, he's the captain of that room, so he just makes sure everybody's focused and know what we're supposed to be at the right time.
Happy D-Days, everybody. That's a great win in front of a great crowd. Couldn't be prouder of our football team. Northern Iowa is a very good football team. Don't let the record fool you. They're a team that's going to give everybody in the league some issues and problems. They made a good drive there to start, made a couple of big plays, forced our guys to have to respond, and I really liked the way our team responded. Offensively, unbelievably consistent effort today, and defensively we just got better and better and better as the game went on after those first couple of drives. Certainly having that kind of crowd in the building and that energy is beneficial, and we're playing really good football right now, and we just got to keep building. And we got a road trip next week to Youngstown, and we're going to have to work to be a little bit better than we were today.
Coach saw a lot of trick plays today. You guys scored on the first 6 possessions of the game. How's that going to help you open up the playbook and get that consistent?
Yeah, offensively, Coach Davis and that staff are doing a really good job of putting a plan together, finding some I wouldn't call them trick plays, but maybe finding some niche plays that, that are based on some of the things that we're doing well, and they're a little bit of a counter to that. And we hit on a lot of those today. When you can make teams, we were making them have to defend sideline to sideline, and we were making them have to defend vertically, and as a result, moving the ball with great consistency. I thought Aiden was really good on third downs, getting the ball distributed on third downs when we needed a pass completion. On third down, I think maybe as good a game as I've seen him play, quite frankly. He stood in the pocket, made really good throws, did a great job of distributing the football, checking our run game, and one of the differences, we said going into the game, UNI really wants to be a running football team. They've got very talented running back. The team that was going to be more physical and be able to be better running the football and playing against the run was probably going to win, and that team was us today.
You guys are extremely efficient on third down. What are you guys doing well to kind of put yourself in those man-full third down situations?
Well, yeah, and that's part of it. Part of our third down, I think we had several third down conversions that were 1 or 2 yards, a little easier to convert than if it's 9 or 10 yards. And even when we were a little bit off schedule, that's when Aiden made some great plays for us. And so, I think it's a combination of those two things. It's a combination of being good on first and second down. And when you get to those third down situations, having a really good plan, and we had a really good plan that our kids executed today.
Last few weeks, it's been you guys that have gotten off to the hot start. Opposite today, how are you guys able to rebound?
Well, I thought, the offensive response to their drive, and I don't even want to say it was a drive. They hit a couple of big plays, got the ball in the end zone. Offensively, to respond and take a drive yourself and score, that's a complete momentum changer. And we did that twice. Both times they had drives where they put points on the board in the first half. We responded with drives of our own, and then took advantage, generated a couple big plays after we got them stopped, separated the game at halftime. And then I really, for the third week in a row, was really proud of the way our guys played in the second half with a lead. We did a good job of continuing to move the football. We're very efficient controlling the clock. And defensively, when we needed them to stop them there in the second half, they rose to the occasion a couple, 3 times.
The run game didn't really get off to a good start. Aiden was still dealing all over the field. How important is that even if you guys aren't so efficient in the run game to start, that Aiden can still move the ball downfield with incredible efficiency?
Yeah. I think our run game was actually okay. We chose to throw the ball a little bit more in the first half. But, you look at our ball carriers. Tice was over 6 yards a carry. Charles 5 yards a carry. Those two guys, anytime you're over, averaging over 5 yards a carry, you're going to feel pretty good about that. It's just, they're good against the run. They're going to make you earn every yard. They're physical. They're good tacklers. But we felt there were some opportunities to throw the ball, and so we took advantage of some of those opportunities today, and it was really good to see us offensively get the ball to JJ and Carter and guys that are certainly, very much playmakers for us.
You mentioned multiple times in the preseason that Gary Bryant has the ability to be an all-conference player. Week after week, he continues to cement himself as one of the best linebackers in the Valley. How big has his play been in his leadership as well for that defense? Yeah,
I think his play in solidifying that group of really what are younger players from our standpoint in terms of reps that they've had in our defense. He's a really good football player, but he has really become a leader defensively for a young guy. You talk about having leaders at every level, and we've got great leaders up front, a bunch of seniors. We've got great leaders in the back end, again, a bunch of seniors. Gary was one of those guys that we asked to step up, and our defensive staff's done a great job of bringing him along, and he's showing it, on the field, not just in his play, but in his leadership.
How important is it for you guys to have the offense operating this high of a level at this point in the season, where some offenses may start to stall a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, moving the football consistently is what we want. We've really settled in on some run game things that I think have made us better and more efficient in running the football. Some things that really complement our personnel and our backs, and we've balanced that out now with Aiden playing at a high level and throwing the football, making some big plays of our own through the air, and makes a more difficult offense to defend. And some things I'm sure we'll look at and we'll say, hey, these are things we got to do better. But there are a lot of really good things today on both sides of the football. But certainly, offensively in the first half there, we were really productive.
Travis Tice was in the boot for a portion of the second half. You have an update?
Yeah, I don't have an update on that. I know they're always really precautionary. We're hopeful that that's not going to be. We had a couple of guys go down today that obviously we need, so it was good to see some other guys step up, have to play a lot today, and that's been one of our things when we've put second group guys in. We've gotten good play out of those guys, and that was the case again today.
You mentioned the crowd, how good they were. How much confidence and how much, just support does that give you guys when the crowd comes out like this?
Yeah, our guys love playing in the dome, I'd hope the fans that came to the game today say, man, that's a fun team to watch, and keep coming. We'd like to fill that dome up every time we play at home, crowd was great today. The energy, I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but on the coin toss, what we do is when we have a big student section like that, we defer the toss and kick the ball right in front of the student section to make those guys have to deal with all of the noise that section can play out. And so, we want to use the crowd to our advantage, and it was an advantage today.